Hi guys, and welcome to another civilization video where we try to pinpoint the best starting location. So this time we're playing Netherlands, and Netherlands is a very interesting civilization in my opinion. But they don't really have any particular position you want to where you want to place yourself beside settling close to river. Because Netherlands, they have a really good ability, when you can see here, major adjacency bonus of campuses, theater squares and industrial zones if next to a river. Meaning you do want to place your district accordingly. So one of the things I was thinking when I made this was just settling in place, because you have a really good spot there for a campus and you also get bonuses from just settling over here. So that would be a really good idea, just settle right next to it here. But then it doesn't say you have to place it over the river, meaning you can easily just place yourself here and you have the same ability, if I understood it correctly. I'm not 100% certain, but I think that's the case. So you can still have a really good campus here, and you can't build anything in this spot anyway, so it gives you 3 spots you can build: campus, theater, industrial zone. It's very useful to just settle in this place here, in this area, because you have a really good spot if there is available here. That could be a really good holy site, because you get bonus from this and this. There are 2 wonder tiles here, so you have really good wonder tiles over here. You can build a really good holy site in this area if you do want to settle for faith, and that's a fair assumption. And settling on divine will give you immediately resource right away, and you also have the chop for the stone. You can also work it right away. You also have 2 spots where you can work with that are +4 tiles, and you also have the access to the diamonds later. So settling this place is absolutely beautiful. You also have a lot of food if you need to expand. You can create a very beautiful farming triangle if you do want to play there. And what I would say is the mistake here is settling on this coastline here. You do lose out on the river, but also you lose out on all the good stuff down here. So settling on the coastline is not really particularly interesting, beside getting the really good harbor spot here. But I find if you really want that harbor spot, if you want to build on harbor with Netherlands, you can still just remove the fish here, or you can just build it here if you're not settling in this space anyway, because it doesn't give you any bonuses. So if you settle here, you can still build a nice harbor here. You can also settle in this spot here, getting access to the holy site faster. But I don't see any reason, and this is the spot you do want to place your campus very early. And you can also do something with the industrial zone here. You could do it like this. That's a really good industrial zone. You have a lot of stuff to work with here. You can grow very fast. You also have a really nice wood tile here you can shop later on. And you can shop this one as well. You can shop this one. There's so much you can shop. And also the stone. So this is a really dream scenario for working with Netherlands. So I would just settle on this spot. I don't consider anything else. I think you could settle in place. That was my first suggestion, just to keep, you have everything you need, you don't need to move. And you can also get like a really good, not a really good, but you can still get shop the fish as well and build something there. But I think it's better just to settle on the vine, and we're gonna see what other people say. Inspector Midget want to settle on the vine, and I think that's perfect. I mean, he is one of the thing that came up with a lot of good pointers here. Ahhhrrrgh want to settle on blue. Instant luxury with wine, I think that's the same. You see also Frosty Accident want to settle on blue. Yeah, blue wine tile. So everyone wants to settle on blue. You see someone wants to settle differently. We see I would take red, get the access scroll from Pantanal. You can also build a nice holy site. And red is if you want to wholly go religion very early. That's a possibility, but you still get the access for a holy site in this spot, so there's no need to move, in my opinion. So let's go to the next. The next one was Ethiopia. In Ethiopia, they are very good on hills. They have to settle on hill. So you see here, receive science and culture equal to 50% of your faith generation from city founded on hills. So we really want high science and cultural and faith from the faith generation we get from settling on hills. So we do definitely want to settle on hills in this game, and there's a lot of really good tile set to start on. And I will just notice the one you should always ignore. When you have this really great start here, you don't need to walk 2 steps. You will have a settle on turn 3, So I would say no to this one, not this one. Even if it's good, even if it's really good to start with a luxury resource, you walk 3 turns just to get it, and there's no particular reason to do so. So I would just ignore it and walking 2 steps. The same goes for this tile. I would just ignore it. It doesn't give you anything. It just takes 2 more steps. You get more production, but it takes 2 steps, so it doesn't matter. So I would say the good starts here are in place. That's okay, because there is no reason to move. You have everything you need, so why should you move? You lose a turn, but there are some other good stuff. I think this one is really good. It's a really good start. You have a lot of place, a lot of hills here. You can try to build those rock heaven church that are really strong, and you do want to have a lot of hills surrounding them. So if you settle on this one, you can place like a lot of these all over and get a lot of faith. So there's a lot of possibilities to settle in this location. You have a lot of access, and also you have this as a really good holy site. That would be even better if you start here, so you can still settle the holy site in this area. Would be decent enough. You do want to have adjacency to the city, and yeah, you do want holy. You don't, as I said, you want religion. You want as much religion in your city as possible to get a lot of culture and science from it. So you do want as much religion you can get. Another really great place to settle is this place here. It's a really good start. You get the luxury resources right away. You still have really good tiles to work with, and you have access to food if you want. And you can see there is a lot of hills over here, so you can still take advantage of it. You can still place your holy site on this side of the mountain if you do want. So even if you lose out on a holy site spot there, you can still have a decent holy site over there. You can just place it next to the city, which will still be a +2 from the city and the mountain. So it's not great, but all the buildings that you can get from having holy site is really good. So both of these 2 spots are really great to start on. As well, this start as well, it's decent enough. I would just start if there was no any reason to move, and unless you're very nitpicking like we're doing now, we are looking for all the potential spots, but that would just be a place to start. You can also see here the river goes around here, so it's probably it turns around here. So if you settle on this spot, there is one problem, because you might lose out on the really good spot up here, and you want as many cities as possible when you have so many hills to work with. So there is a big risk of settling up here that will lose you out on spots. If you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Since the river here, you'd probably have the possibility to build a city here or up here or something. But if you settle here, you might lose out on any tiles you can use later. So it's a big risk. How long does this river go? Where is the end of the map? Where is the stop? Where is a sea? Where's a lake? Whatever. You don't know, and that's a problem. So there's a big issue going here because of that reason, and that's why it's probably safer just to stop here, spawn in this location. But the other thing you also have in this spot, you also have access to +4, +4, +4. You have 3 tiles to work on right away. You don't have to expand to anything. But one major downside of walking up here as well is, since you don't know what resources you have, and Ethiopia, they get a really good bonus from having multiple resources within the city limit. Hercules have a really good point by not settling in this spot here. Why you should avoid it, and that is based on what you can see. You see there are 2 stones here. Ethiopia wants as many resources they can, or at least 2 of the resources they can in a city. You see you have 2 stones here. If you have just 1, you get +1 faith. But if you have 2 improved, you get +4. So that's 3 of faith just thrown away by moving. In my general suggestion, I was keen of just starting where I am, but every one of these tiles, all of these tile starts are really good. You have a lot of stuff to work with, whatever you pick. This time we had Vietnam, and Vietnam and Wetland is a really good combination, and this is a really good start as well. They have so much to work on here, a lot of +2 and even higher tiles here to work with, so there's a lot of tiles that you can start with right away. Since you have a really good start there are a few stuff I would just remove right away. I don't want to move 2 tiles. I don't see any point of going over here. No reason at all. So one of the cities should be in this location here. There is a really good suggestion going over here, and there's also a really good suggestion settling place. You do start on hills. It's a grassland hill, but still it's hills. So for protection and everything you have when you're playing, you see you have mountain range here. So probably a mountain range over the entire area here. Or if not, there's a lot of choke points you can have. If you want to be safe, this is a really good start. Just to settle on this side of the river and you have a lot of protection from the AI. And there's also one thing you want to focus on, because when I'm playing Vietnam on wetlands, there is one thing I do want to get. And that is the wonder that I failed to pronounce, which is called Etemenanki. The Etemenanki wonder is a fantastic wonder, especially on wetlands. But it's really hard to get because the AI, they are getting it so early that you won't get it unless you're going for a shop or 2 or 3. In my suggestion, all my playtests with playing with Vietnam, there is a really big chance of getting it if you 2 shops. There is a really good chance to get it when you're playing 2 shops at least. But to be guaranteed it, you need 3 shops. So you can either risk it here. If you can restart the game, then I would probably just try to just where I'm starting and aiming to shop this tile and this tile, buying them out and shopping them, or this tile, at least one of these 3. It costs a lot of money, but it's worth it just to get the shop. And you also play in protection, a really good protective area. But if you settle on white here, you have access to all these tiles. You can see you can have this for shop, you can have this for shop, and you can have this for shop. And every one of these, the first one is accessed in the first bed, the other one in the second one, so you can afford every one of these 3 here. Well, it sucks that you ruin both the tile here to settle on, and you also ruin one of these, all of these 3, just to get the Etemenanki, just to get the Etemenanki. I think I would place the Etemenanki over here. It gives you plus. They give you plus 2 science and 1 production for all marsh tiles in your empire. Meaning, since you're playing a wetland, there will be a lot of marshes all over the game. So getting this early is super important. It's also close to a volcano, so you do want to settle it down there before this one erupts, so you don't ruin it then anyway. And since you can't chop jungle tiles, you can't chop stones because it's impossible. You can't get the research tile. So if you see the tree here, the correct way to get it all of this is going pottery first and then going to writing, and you need to meet another civilization just to get the boost here to get writing. And once you have that, you go for mining so you can be able to shop woods. You won't have time to get masonry, so shopping stones are out of the question. You won't have time to go for bronze working, so shopping rainforest is out of the question. Meaning you only have time to shop forests, and that's one of the reasons you need to go this direction. Get this as soon as possible, place it down, and have workers ready to shop. And you need to shop these 3, at least 2 of them, and the last one in reserve if you need it. It depends on how high production you have. So if I'm gonna do a play test here, I do want to move 1 turn. I'm gonna do a quick play test, and I will go scout right away, and I will go pottery. And we need to go finding people. I don't have time for you, but I think I need to deal with this. Yeah, he already spotted me. Very unlucky start. We're going for builder. It's gone. Then we go for writing. We can go for gold. But we don't go for this one. We go for this one instead. We get the Eureka. So it's only 7 turns until we can build on this spot here. We already see it starting to grow out. We need to get it quickly as possible out. I know I should heal up, but I need to find a wonder or something. We need to scout around the city. Okay, there's a wonder here. Yeah, I forgot to put on a secret society. We need mining as quickly as possible. Now that we have monkey, we're gonna place it there. And we're gonna go full production. We're also gonna buy these tiles right away because they will help us to have higher production. Okay, we're completely walled off here. Okay, this is a really good spot for holy site campus. We also have a really good spot here. So probably the best start when you can see all this. Probably best to just start here, just to have access to really good spots there. But you couldn't know that. That was really random. One more turn until we can start shopping. And you want to shop. We do want to have magnets in that city, but since I forgot to turn on Secret Society, we have to do without them. Go for astrology just to get a religion. We could go for this tile, but I just want to shop. We want to have a warrior close by. Now you can, because the Kree have already spotted us, so they can go to warfare right away. This is a bit of a bummer because it takes away a really good production tile here. We're working on. But 25 is 25. Now it's 7. Instead of working this one, we can start. Pyramids already built. You can see how quickly the Deity AI is. I will go for the next one, the next shop as well. I think it's worth it. The 5 turn until it's completed, but we really want it. This one goes off, and this one is okay. We need high production. We could work this tile, but I'm thinking I'm gonna buy a different tile. Perhaps I even go up here. So now we can work this tile, this tile, this tile. We have at least 6 production, 7 production with the capital. And we also started growing again. Oh, I forgot I should bring this back. We visit the Incas. Okay, they're over there. It doesn't give us a lot of settling spots. You see that already taken all the good stuff. But we have a wonder here we can try to go for. So maybe settle the next one around this tile. And to be honest, there's very few wet tiles. Some marshes down there and some marshes here, but I haven't really seen too much marshes. It could be really difficult to go to this side, so we might have to delete the Kree or the Inca to move on. Luckily, they're... Oh.
What's this? A ranger caught off his guard?
Okay. So we now have a settler. Get Etemenanki. Just because of that. So now we can start improving. I would think we go for holy site because I want a religion. We can also go for a campus. Really good spot over here, really good spot over here. I'm thinking the campus could stay here, something, we don't know. The holy site is good here. So we got the Etemenanki, and one of the reasons we did it because we shopped 3 tiles. That was really good. We could have only shopped 2 and saved it, perhaps. In my opinion, really good start. You have everything you need. You have a lot of... You only have 2 tiles now because you ruined one and you settled on one. So both of those are ruined, but there should be plenty of settling possibilities in this map. Not the greatest map because you have to go through someone to actually do something, but that's okay. And we already got ourselves a settler, which was pretty lucky. That was my attempt just to try to show you how to get the Etemenanki. And I hope this video didn't be too long, but anyway, I will see you tomorrow, and bye bye.